This video is going to show you how to integrate banded toe flexion into a secondary activity. So the reason we like to do this is our feet are always going to work with something else up the chain, generally the hip. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples here of how I integrate the banded toe flexion into other activities. So to start off with, what you need is with your band, you need to pin it or tie it to something very low. So I've got my desk here, which I'm going to tie the band around so it's not going to move. And then you want to lay the band out flat onto the floor. Now what you're doing here is putting a little bit of stretch on the band, and then you're pinning it under all 5 of your toes. Now make sure it's not under the foot, it should just be under the toes. So I've got that pinned down. Now what's going to happen here, if I stop flexing my toes and pushing into the ground, that's going to ping out like so. Okay, so we know that you're flexing your toes during these exercises. So again, just going out, pinning under there. Now, you can do almost any exercise then on top of this. A couple of good ones that I like to use is a standing scooter, okay? So a little hinge at the hips, okay? All my weight onto my right foot, and then I'm touching back here to about 7 o'clock. The standing scooter is usually a hip-related exercise, but it now has a foot component to it as well. And another one I really like to use is a split squat. So from this position, our split squat position, I'm going down and then coming back up. So that's just a couple of examples. As I say, you can use it on almost any lower body exercise where your foot's on the floor, but it just makes your foot and those muscles that flex your toes work hard with the rest of the chain, which is an important movement pattern. So that is your banded toe flexion setup.